Waterman. Yes, I'm a transport consultant to the government. It's my job to act as a liaison between STM Asia Pacific and the government of Victoria and the Transport Minister in particular to advise on the timeline and make sure that everything to do with the contract that's been awarded to this firm, that the timeline's being met. So it's my pleasure to welcome you today as a visitor, investor from interstate and overseas. We'll be taking a short tour of the site, so if you'll come with me, we'll start right now. People, the people you meet when you're just out doing your job. My goodness, we're gonna have to rename today from Wimbledon mid-tournament Sunday to Madcap Sunday. I'll tell you what, these are the chips with which Frenchie Cad and Frenchie have fallen in love. As you can see, this public transport infrastructure asset passing behind us, and hello to you, sir. I'm sure he's a little bit jealous, Frenchie, of our chips. He's too busy sticking to the road. Now, I'm going to have a word to Damo about this because there is no traffic management people at the end of Glen Ebor Street. There are junior footballers. I tell you what, that kiosk is doing a brisk trade, and I've contributed to the Blackburn economy with the purchase of a chicken and vegetable pie and the chips. And I've brought my two French film colleagues and introduced them to the Australian Sunday suburban footy scene. But that's actually got me a bit concerned that access point, that street, is not manned by anyone on the traffic management crew. So I'm actually, I'm heading back down to Cottage Street anyway. Here he comes, Frenchie. We saw this chap last time we were here. There he goes. Nothing's going to stop the good residents of Blackburn, even if they are in motorised buggies. Well done to you, sir, as you make your way through this work site. Well done, you, sir. He's there doing a very dangerous job. That is a very deep pit, and that soil, it's not that, I wouldn't call it solid. We might have mentioned our new contact with the earthquake alerts on his wristwatch. I cannot believe it. Because when it went off and he checked his phone and then he said, earthquake alert, and I went, oh bloody hell, I didn't feel anything, and he goes, yeah, it's 5.3, and he paused, in Costa Rica. Costa Rica. I know somebody from Costa Rica, and she is a leading world expert in the non-profit industry on global warming. And hello to you, good lady. I won't give her name because we don't out people name them on this. Well, unless I email her and tell her that I was thinking of her because someone in Blackburn had an earthquake alert go off on his wristwatch on a Sunday afternoon in Blackburn. That is just such a long bow to draw. Anyway, so zoom in, Frenchie, and beyond the Oz kickers, the odd cyclist, and no, it hasn't hit a car. That is just settling into place. That is some really fine work there by that crane driver. Well done, you, sir. So, Frenchie, we're set at Cottage Street. We're set in that now that we've finally established contact with the LXRA project manager Tane. We'll be able to bring the images from here without too much of a concern. Now that we've introduced ourselves to Tane, and you can see that the way that that's been constructed there, Frenchie, it's set in a very safe way. That's tiered, that's sloped, and that it's tiered so that, you know, those walls are in no danger. And those vertical structures, also known as concrete columns, come on, comms team at LXRA, come on. That is basically ready for that steel structure there to be dropped onto. And you see, this crossing will not last much longer. In fact, it is entering its last days as the good residents of Blackburn head for Moreton Park to cheer the Auskickers. And what you can see is the graffiti still comes up well, Frenchie, but now that the light's not hitting it, not so well. And you can see the barrier there, the safety barrier. There's some more Auskickers. Frenchie. Frenchie, I tell you, you're taking your life in your hands when you film kids. Come on. Come on. So what we're going to do is sit here and get an eyeful of this slab, this box slab. It's definitely ready to be lifted into place. It's just a matter of time, really. This ends our tour for today. We hope you've enjoyed this insight into the state government's preparation that your investment money is being spent. And if you need answer more questions, my name's Waterman. You can contact me via the Department of Transport or FDM Asia Pacific's Construction. As we're going to wander down the grassy knoll, as that asset disappears into view. Yes, Frenchie, a bit of nature shots here. Now, this is the area where the Blackburn juniors and seniors actually warm up under the protection and the happy disposition of the Blackburn cypress trees. But not anymore, as these chaps do their warm-up for their game. And we don't really want to film them, Frenchie, because filming around kids is can be quite problematic, especially when some of these people are girls. There is girls' footy on today, actually. Oops, sorry.
Oh, guys, next lap, just the
as you heard, they're doing laps, these guys. Now, I'm not going to film them. His watch went off, and he looked at his watch, and I thought, oh, hello, I'm boring him. He's looking at his watch to see if he can make the old, I've got to go, excuse. His watch went off, and he said, oh, it's an earthquake in Costa Rica, 5.3. I'm not laughing at him. The people you meet when you're out doing your job have an earthquake alert on their watch. And I said, is it set to any particular minimum? And he said, oh, I used to be set to 6, but now I get about 10 a day. Oh no, Frenchie, I tell you what, it's Madcap Wimbledon midweek tournament Sunday.